45 miles separate the cities of Eugene and Corvallis, but the number of barbs and shots thrown back and forth between these two institutions could fill a distance triple that size. What a matchup we have for you in the battle for the state of Oregon. Welcome to Corvallis, Reser Stadium, home of the Oregon State Beavers. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Oregon State Beavers. 3A Sports College Football.
A lot on the line in the state of Oregon. Bragging rights, Jesse, for a whole year.
I feel like it's one of the rivalries in college football that maybe a lot of people don't talk about.
There he goes. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory there down the 43-yard line.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the...
From the gun, wants to pass. And the timing just a hair off.
Good job by this defense, man. They've given up some yards and some base on this.
From the gun, wants to pass. Can't the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense. Big play on this third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Complete to the left. Another snap before the end of the period. Looking to throw on first down. Complete. And he'll be out of bounds on what turns out to be the final play of the first quarter. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. We've played one before we move on. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Got some room headed to the goal line. Down on first and goal. Powers forward. He's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ducks! Come to the line, 2nd and 7.
Get set.
Looking to fire. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, what a play, it's intercepted. Got room on the return. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to break the field position with the return.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get in.
Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. On target over the middle.
And get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first and 2nd and 6. Looking for room. It's up. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. The give out of the gun. Man down on the play as the officials take a break.
And really give him something to think about. Really jar that football and knock it out.
And he hauls it in at the 25. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
The defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop. And now you set up third down. And this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
And that was good defense again. And unfortunately, we've been saying that all game.
But maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where am I.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Catch inside the 25. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Take it in. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Touchdown, Oregon! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. Guy that can do everything. And
he's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. A strike downfield. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious. Looking to throw on first down. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown Ducks! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There were a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got to...
From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on... So as they've done so many times in this in-state rivalry, it is the Ducks who outlast the Beavers. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Was your first goal, right? We talk about conference championships, winning your conference, and then it gets you.
There he goes to the left. Touchdown, Oregon! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, if it hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so...
Set of downs. Here's the handoff. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be. Wants to go up top. And he...
But still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
Oh, he's got some space. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Second down, they'll go to the air. Gets it out quickly. And they'll try to get it in with the run. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Got 5 on that last one, now 2nd and inches. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ducks! Going right to work up top. Wide open makes the catch. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
From the gun, to pass. Working that left side. First down. The Ducks have their offense in high gear. From the red zone, looking for a space. Snags it. Down. Looking to fire. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go.
Second down, he'll throw it. Makes the grab. It's Johnson. Turning it on. Down, they'll go to the air. Complete with conviction. Trying to pay off this drive. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting... And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks. These guys... Wants to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
And all game long, he just seems to find his best matchups, and he's done an awesome job giving his guys opportunities to make plays.
To the air on first down. Quarterback needs to make a bet.
And they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open.
Touchdown, Oregon! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense, dude. If I've got a matchup I like, continue to...
He's looking downfield to throw. He's got an open man. Knocked out.
Will be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You better change your looks up to try and get a
touchdown, Ducks. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon as trigger men, not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask.
Ranked matchups always elevate the pressure. The heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense. Particularly, that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes. Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see the number 23 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The missed 56-yarder makes that stop even bigger. Now the offense has outstanding field position. Not much running with the game. A top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because
there he goes. Found enough room to a first down for the offense. To the ground with the back.
And I think coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of love when the fans got involved. And I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Inside. Out of the shotgun on third down. He's got it. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth. They'll give it to the back. And some room to work. Breaks into the open.
They had some more, and they run it fast. Every Oregon team always been built on that tempo and ground game.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
He's brought down at the 41-yard line.
He's had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Out of the gun to give to the back. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. He stopped. Looking downfield on first down. And they dialed up.
Play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points.
Offside.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Got his man down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll use a time. Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads to the right. It's caught. And he's brought down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Timeout, Oregon.
Instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
He'll get rid of it. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. He managed a few yards on that run, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback.
There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14 now. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wide receiver comes in motion. With jet sweep pass. Not much running. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
This man's taken some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
Good call, good execution as they move. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Irvin. They'll get him to second and a long way to go. Motion from the wideout. To the air on second down. Makes the grab. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup. Looking to throw on first down. Got him downfield. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. second and long coming. Wants to go up top. Big fella moving. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that.
Snapped it in the shotgun. Makes the grab for the two-point conversion as they cut further into that lead.
And it works out perfectly. The reason they called that two-point conversion was to get to within 3. This is...
Back to pass. Finds a man in the middle. Wants to throw on first down. Working that left side now. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third. On the work to build nice cushion now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too final period here on second down. Looking to fire. Just missed his... Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see. Looking to take a shot. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game. Is harder, but the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go?
Plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Wants to fire on second down. Makes the catch. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
It's been all game long. You saw another great example of it right there. Breaking on the ball and knocking it away.
This one's complete. He's not going to get there. A big stop in this defense on fourth down.
And aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the...
Stop in this defense on fourth down.
And aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn...
What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads. Hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team just, they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That's going to do it from here. David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Second down, they'll go to the air. Right down the middle. Can't. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man downfield. Looking to throw on first down. They go to the wide receivers. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! The defense does the work itself with a pick six.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
He wants to throw it again. Wide open downfield. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
The defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable.
Look downfield on first down. This. Back to pass on second down. He fires one deep down the right side.
Receiving on the year.
Looking to throw on first down. Working the middle. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there, Eugene. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat...
Good enough in the trenches so far.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the grab down the middle. Oh, he's got some space. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy's of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust.
Touchdown, Ducks! Oh, that may be in, and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. They needed a big... Came out hot on this drive. One play and already near midfield. Wants to throw on first down. Working that wide receiver screen. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today.
You know, free safeties have to be great center fielders, right? They got to play in so much space, and in man coverage, they know there's going to be routes breaking over the middle of the field, so you got to be able to put your foot in the ground and then accelerate, and that's exactly what he did on that interception. Awesome play.
It's not good, but everything hasn't been bad. They've moved the ball a little bit. They just keep self-destructing. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
We've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wants to go up top. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by the...
They missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. All kinds of room to throw. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Got him downfield. Oh, and looking downfield on 1st down. He makes the catch. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have...
They'll try to get it through the air. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Grabbed middle, it's Johnson. Defense needs to regroup.
Football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
It's been a defensive battle through the 1st period, and the stats tell that tale. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm. The air on 1st down. Makes the grab. Excellent job rallying. Just keep swinging it. Picked on. They ruin an early drive with the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast.
He's got it down the left side. They make the stop, but this junior loves to show off his arm strength, and he did it there. What a nice throw there, just carving up the defense. You make these types of passes down.
And loses a little bit of eye discipline.
He'll take another shot here. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
Every time you speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again. And with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score. Job.
They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's complete. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And with that last catch, he's reached a milestone that very few receivers in college football ever get.
Wants to keep it in the air. Soft spot in the middle. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. Guys, you never want to... From the red zone, looking for a man. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Snagged out of the air. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that cat route. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. He's got his man. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
After that incompletion, it's now 4th and short in the red zone.
Looking to throw on 1st down. They go to the wide receiver screen. Tough physical run, stiff arm and all. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoil.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.